Now, pay attention and learn, people. I told my father I would teach you because I know him. He knows I know him. I don't play with him. I turn to him for everything. I turn to him for enlightenment. I turn to him for understanding. I turn to him for awareness. I turn to him for understanding. Why is there something wrong with me? He says there's something wrong with you. Pay attention and you might learn a blessed thing. Look at me. Look at the blackness of my skin. Look at what you will despise, but yet he will say is beautiful. Look at me. Tell me I'm full of shit, and he will tell me I'm not. He can speak to me with such a gentle tone, such a kindness and awareness, and say, I have created great beauty in you. Something you cannot do. Do you know why you can't do it? Because it's not in you. You are evil. You don't understand me, do you? No, because you're too busy talking about pissing in the pool, telling everybody how ugly they are. You can see Donald Trump as a travesty. Oh, I can see it too, but at the same time, I can also see why people like him. You can't say the same thing, can you? Heike, Sheila. Donald Trump can sit there and say, I can see good on both sides of the coin, but the thing is, he don't see it. What he does is he plays it. That's why his ass is in office. You say Obama is still your president. Obama's not your president. He was your president for 8 years. He ain't your president now. Bush was our president for 8 years. And do you know how many times people didn't say he was their president? And now Joe Behar says, I have learned to love Donald or George Bush over Donald Trump. That tells you something right there. I told you, you are stupid. You are ignorant people. You don't understand who God is, who gave rise to everything that is under the sun. That's the light of his creation. That's why he calls me his son. That's why he calls me Sonny. Because I understand him. I don't like everything he does. I don't agree with everything he does. But I understand it. Why does it exist, Father? You tell me. Tell me a story I can sleep to. See, when I really get up in my Father's face and say I don't understand something, he makes it a mission to teach me. Not because he has to, but because I asked. I really want to understand. I said, why does this exist? You don't understand a lot of shit, but I'm going to tell you something. This is what you don't understand. My Father is God. Gave rise to everything that exists. He says, this is me. The devil said it's a lie. In his own thoughts, it was a betrayal of himself. But it wasn't. It was an acknowledgement of this. It exists within me. The devil said, I can't accept that because I don't serve that. He cast it out. That which did not serve him. And what did he do? He didn't destroy it. He sent it down to earth and said, now you teach them. See, you don't understand the story, the lore, the gospel that never was written, because Christ didn't teach it from a standpoint that was included in the book of reference for you to see. The devil said, I will be God on earth, and I will prove to you, God, that that is not you. The devil never got to Christ because Christ understood who God was. Did I come before or after? Didn't matter. The thing is, God said, this is my son in which I'm well pleased. A man who could learn, a man who could grow beyond the scope of that which is his own understanding, and you lacked it in ability. You don't understand who you are. You so busy pointing out what's wrong with somebody else, you cannot get out of your own goddamn way. Yet you want me to teach you. What am I supposed to teach you? What you failed to learn? Oh, I can talk to the dead. Oh, bitch, please. I can talk to the dead too. I can talk to angels. Oh, bitch, please. I can talk to angels too. You know, the easy ones to talk to are the ones who are fallen, because those are the ones who are chatterboxes. The ones who don't actually talk to you are the ones who are subservient to God, because they don't have anything to say. Brian. Noreen found that out. And now y'all sitting there, Lord be a Olympian. Oh, she done taught all this shit. Now she says there's more money in the church. No, ain't no money in the fucking church. You know money doesn't exist. You motherfuckers forgot that that was taught. Brian, you were there in Kenny Bumport Man with me. What did that motherfucker John Holland do with that class? He split it up into two and then taught a business model. This was as you call yourself having a gift to clear out spirits, and I told you this straight up, that you can clear everything out of there with all your gifts. That's actually Sylvie Roberts over there. She ain't my friends list anymore. She actually unfriended me. She actually unfriended me. You sat there and said, I'm clearing out this space. I said, you didn't clear everything out of here. And then you checked again. You said, oh no, everything gone. And when you finally did that second time, you did the clearing and we all lent our energy to it. Then all of a sudden the shit left, and everybody the next day talked about how well they slept. And that hunted in and Kenny Bumport. I ain't thinking about you people. Because the thing is, see, you don't have a gift that I myself don't possess. You talk, yeah, nonsense. See, I don't need you to be a witness to what I did because you were there. You can lie today, when yesterday you swore up and down, round and around about how good I was. I told you you're full of shit. I also threw up in that room. After eating a lobster roll, because the waters were polluted and toxic, and that shit made me sick. I cleaned up after myself so the maid wouldn't have to do it. That tells you a lot right there. You don't get it. I ain't thinking about you. None of you motherfuckers make any sense. See, I know when the waters are polluted. I know when the food supply is tainted. I will sit there and eat something and I would say, this ain't right. And see, the thing is, I didn't just say it. I asked for it. Now y'all doing food recalls up the yin yang. Y'all talking about all kind of shit in there. Talking about ain't nobody got sick yet. Keep eating. You think I'm joking? No, I ain't joking. I told you I prayed for some shit. My father said, "What do you want?" I said, "I want these motherfuckers to suffer." I pulled the card. It's not what I wanted. It's a blessing. See, this card is the card of blessings. It's also the card of apathy. It's the card of what I didn't want, but at the same time, the card that I felt was necessary. Why? Because you're assholes. You called me to come back to address a growing pestilence in this land that you say you are not a part of. Do you understand me? People who are religious, much less spiritual, who invoke the name of Jesus in all that you do, you're assholes. You don't take responsibility for your shit, but at the same time you say you're innocent. Doreen, I told you, is on the flip side, sitting there looking for Jesus. That bitch ain't gonna never find him. She looking for somebody with blonde hair and blue eyes. Do you see me with blonde hair and blue eyes? Still, I'm gray-haired and black as I stood in front of that bitch. That bitch didn't know who I was. And she had buttons made that she was profoundly clairvoyant. You are stupid. You gonna learn real quick that I'm not the nigga you want to fuck with. This is the Wheel of Fortune. I have flipped the script on you. My hour is here. You don't get it. My father told me, he said, "Bitch, whatever you want, I will give you because you have that kind of money on the books." You don't understand what it is to have money on the books that cannot be paid out in mere cash. Because money has no value. Fate, destiny, your lives have value. I am my Father's son. Your lives were beholden and entrusted to me, which means I must teach you. But I must teach you in the most wicked of ways. I told you, my father sent me a dream where my brother told me straight up I was the devil. I told you part of the dream where if he wasn't drinking before, he gonna be drinking now. Are you listening to me? My brother told me I could not teach him shit. He and his family felt the same way. They did what you did. Cut cords, cut ties, unfriended me. Do you know what that means to me? Nothing. I laugh at you. Because see, the thing is, now I don't have to worry about what you go through because, see, you can't come back at me. You can send me a friend request. But if I don't acknowledge it, don't mean shit. Now, the way Facebook is written, their code is, once you send me that friend's request, I can see what you write. And you can see what I write. But the thing is, I don't have to acknowledge it. Because, see, if you send me a friend's request, that means you have unfriended me. See, I ain't stupid. You are. I told you, you don't want to play this game with me. I'm player one. My father put a lot of time in preparing me to get to this point. And you know it. See, this is the card of forgiveness. I can offer it, but I'm not offering it. I also see this card as a card of knowing. I know a lot. I can offer it, but I don't have to. See, you want to talk some shit to me, but you can't. Because the thing is, if you talk your shit to me, then you got to be ready to be served. Do you want me to serve you? Do you want to go back to those, what is it, the Three of Swords, where I have felt betrayed by you? When you sitting there putting up GoFundMe or pages left and right, and you taking care of all these motherfuckers out there, but you ain't taking care of me. Come on now. You tell me exactly why I would do anything for you. Just because you think I am this unconditionally loving source of love that you yourself are not. I'm a man just like you. I read enough from the Bible from you that you need to know that Christ is fully human. Now, he might be a go-between between you and the Most High. And my Father knows who I am. He's like, bitch, I want you to be that straight-up bitch that I know you can be. That's what he said, get a bitch. That's what he nurtured in me. Spiritual, religious, and alike. I told you, you stupid. You don't know who you're up against. Into fucking tolkientar kistan kuntu pohjanta. On te esti kisti pontare esti. In kisti tavalla kuntu leato. It's a lot of people out there I like, and it's a lot of people I don't like. I told you I like that woman in that grocery store. She didn't do nothing. Said you never came through my line before. She said, look, I'm not giving away the store, but at the same time, I asked the produce man, I said, well, but you gonna discount some shit? Because I just pointed out, you have some shit that's 2 days past its prime. He said, I've been working here for 30 years. I ain't trying to get fired. I said, you ain't gonna get fired for what you're doing, which is your job. See, I've worked at other routes. But at the same time, maybe he might get fired because he's Hispanic. Ralph rolled up in the new neighborhood. That motherfucker told me, he said, what happened to me off of the shop? I'll discount it. That tells you that there is a different standard in different establishments that nobody questions, including the management and then other routes. She even told me, she said, it ain't my money. I told you. I survey everything, and I listen to what people say. Why? Because I have ears to hear, eyes to see, and I can smell some shit coming off from a long distance. And I understand when people are afraid and why they're afraid. You are assholes. You live in a country of assholes. Now I'm in the Mexican neighborhood. I ain't in a Jewish neighborhood where they sit there and play games and get away with shit. And the motherfuckers scared of them. I told you, the Jews were out there telling the people about running the homeless people out. Our property values are going down. Don't you trim these trees? I'm telling you what they told the people. I watched them tell these people all kind of shit. Now I'm in the Mexican neighborhood. And the Mexicans are like, we don't know what we are supposed to do. We're trying to stay out of trouble. Because the ICE will come in here and they will take us. from our families. Because, see, that's the world in which we live in. Now, you motherfuckers want to sit there and tell me that because you white and you privileged, I am supposed to give a goddamn about you? Or you can't deport me because one thing is, you brought my ancestors over here in slave chains. Where you going to deport me to? Seriously. I have no point of reference of where I came from in Africa. But one thing I have not done is an ancestry.com. So where you going to send me to? I say you are full of shit. Each and every last one of you. Now, the rest of you might know where you come from. I suggest you go back there. Since you believe it's a better way of life. As you like to suggest, other people go back there. All you know where you came from. White people. And people of other persuasions. You know where the fuck you came from. Take your ass back over there. Oh, you ain't doing that because you know damn well you can't get away with half the shit you do here. Over there. That's because your ass is full of shit. So now, let us have another Bible study. What do you want me to do? You say Jeremiah. Not Jeremiah. Or is it Jeremiah? Wait a minute. No, we ain't doing that. Father, I don't know what that shit is. Because the thing is, the last time you told me some shit, I told you that book didn't exist and it didn't. It stopped book 4. Which is true. And he's right. It did stop. He said, oh yeah, but see, you ain't stupid. You don't want James. I told you, I'm online now. Revelations. We did, okay, Timothy, but it wasn't Timothy, it was before that. Thessalonians? Is that the one you wanted? Oh, you want Thessalonians too? Okay. Well, this is the Epistle of Paul. Thessalonians 2. For you yourselves are aware, brothers, how our interest among you, was not futile. That's what he said. Now, I'm going to post the New International Version, but I'm telling you, I'm reading this from this Gideon Bible. But after the sufferings and ill treatment we experienced, as you know, at Philippi, we took great courage by the help of our God to tell you amid severe struggle the good news from God. For our appeal springs neither from delusion, nor from impure motives, nor from deceit, but precisely as we have been divinely approved to be entrusted with the good news, so we tell it, not to ingratiate ourselves with men, but to please God. I ain't thinking about you. Pay attention to me. I work with my Father. You want somebody to please you. You are not anything worthy of being pleasured. That's a whore. She lays down with you. She sucks on your dick or eats your cunt and then turns around and feels empty, for lack of a better way to put it, because you pay her $1 that has no value except she cheapened herself by now satiating you. I'm not that kind of soil for you to soil. You motherfucking pieces of shit. Pay attention and learn what the good word speaks to. And all you fucking spiritualists who don't know what the Bible speaks to, maybe you might learn something too. But I already told you it's too late for you. Because you walked away knowing nothing. And you learned it all too fucking late. Oh, the poor people. Fuck you. For our appeal springs neither from delusion, nor from impure motives, nor from deceit, but precisely as we have been divinely improved to be entrusted with good news, so we tell it, not to encourage ourselves with men, but to please God who tests our hearts. For we never indulge in the flattery, as you well know, neither did we use pretexts to satisfy our greed, to which God is witness. Neither did we seek the plaudits of men, either from you or from others. Though, as Christ's apostles, we were in position to claim authority. I told you, see, I don't have any disciples this time around because they're already here. My disciples are out there teaching. I had people come to, you can teach me. I ain't teaching you shit. You need to know the shit you don't. I ain't thinking about you. I have met many of my disciples, and they out there, they speaking to us, we talking about the same thing. They talk about it from a different vantage point. I told you, Nisa Nully talks about all kind of shit from a different vantage point. The sis. I love her. She really, see, her mama, my mama, they were both sisters in the church, but at the same time, see, her mama called me her boy. And I was like, why she call me her boy? And when my mother passed, bless her heart, Lisa said, all she wanted to know was how were you doing? Oh, Brother Costin. I always knew Brother Costin was my mother. She looked out. Lisa didn't turn it back on me. Lisa said, you are like God. You taught me about the bowling where nobody has gone before. Lisa talk shit. I told her, I said, you have the hardest journey because she's in a camp. She don't necessarily agree with everything that has to do with it, but at the same time, she does deal with it. Not to say that she does not love our brothers and sisters who are in the military, but at the same time, she's trying to bring them back into the fold. Because that's what she does. I told you, she is of a heartier stock than many of you will ever hope to be. You cut till I run. You don't know the hearts and the souls of people who are believers. She looks at all kinds of shit. She talks about the movie she looks at and stuff like that. I told her she got a brilliant mind. She takes all that shit in. She looks at the nuances. I already know it. How do I know it? I just do. Lisa has never been stupid. I already know that. She has never been stupid. But the costume, she got the right one that she needed to nurture. Lisa never made a difference about anybody. She was like me in that regard. My mother said, you never made a difference about anybody. Why are you supposed to? You shouldn't make a difference about anybody. She crosses color lines. You have to understand something. A true Christian does not say, it's just me and that's them. No. It's your ideas. It's your thought process. Where is your thought process at? That's what they look at. Okay. Neither do we seek the plaudits of men, either from you or from others, though as Christ's apostles we were in a position to claim authority. Instead, we were mild-mannered in your circle, like a nurse, tenderly fostering her own children. Thus, being strongly drawn to you, we were joyfully willing not only to impart to you the good news from God, but our lives as well, because you have become dear to us. What did I just tell you? I didn't read ahead. I told you what the word is. That's what came ahead. You will recollect, brothers, our toil and hardship as we work night and day, so that we might be no burden to any of you while we preach to you the good news from God. I know my siblings. You are witnesses, and so is God, how pure, far, and irreproachable was our behavior towards you, believers. You know how we, like a father toward his own children, appeal to each of you and encourage you and charge you to conduct yourselves in a way worthy of the God who is calling you into his own kingdom and glory. Come on, people. On this account, we also constantly thank God, because when you took hold of the divine, this is 1 Thessalonians 2. Message from us, you did not accept it as a human message. Oh God, I told you. You take hold of it as a human message from us. You did not accept it as a human message, but as it truly was a message from God, which also is effective in you who believe. For you, brothers, have become followers of the churches of God in Christ Jesus that are in Judea, because you also have suffered at the hands of your own countrymen, just as they suffered from the Jews. Are you paying attention? Christ was crucified by the Jews, his own countrymen. Who put to death the Lord Jesus as well as the prophets. They were always persecuting their own, who were messengers of God that they didn't want to listen to because they knew better. Like you. In this fine country. See, you don't want to hear the word of the divine as he speaks. What you want is to keep forcing his hand against you. And when things start to escalate, then you want to backpedal and do what Donald Trump did. Throw his own Secretary of State under the bus. Betsy the boss. Saying, oh no, we're going to fund for Special Olympics. Why? Was the water getting too hot in the kitchen? And you couldn't pick it up because you didn't have a pot holder for it? Come on. Don't be stupid, Donald. We already know that you actually are trying to curry favor because, see, the news media said you had 3 good days. And then you went back to being stupid. And you read everything they talk about in the news. You are slave labor. Even as President of the United States. I just learned about this shit. Oh, bitch, please. You knew about this shit before it came, even before committee. And you won't sit there and talk about you just learned some shit. Ain't nobody thinking about you not knowing some shit as Commander-in-Chief of these United States. You are a trifling piece of shit. And then your following, they buy into that shit? Oh, they stupid too. Come on. Don't you dare talk to me about what you think you know. And at the same time, you don't know a goddamn thing other than how to be stupid and think you can spin a tail. And because Justice Smollett got off, you say that's a crime. Oh no, it's not a crime. That motherfucker played the system just like OJ did. Now let's see if he can keep his nose clean. When no OJ couldn't. Let's see. To play a game and to win at it means you don't go back into the pool and play that same game again. You stay out of the waters that is already sullied. They let you off with a hand slap. They told you, they said, well, you know, we have other crimes we need to actually go after. As if they're going to go after them. They ain't going after them. Seriously. Do you know there would not be a police force anywhere in this great nation if they actually prosecuted their own? That's exactly why they don't prosecute their own. I mean, the sheriff is there. He's doing war with the superintendents of this fucking city as to what their rights are. He said, I have the right to reinstate some people. That motherfucker, they got up in the news. He said they're picking a lot. Some bitch that he done fucking harassed. That's the crimes. They sitting there, call themselves investigating. Investigating shit. They investigate anything. You got sheriff deputies. I mean, seriously. They didn't sit there and did DUIs and shit. They sit there tasing them and trying to drag them into custody. They shoot their ass. What they doing is they trying to sit there and say, come on, we're trying to take care of you. Bro, we're trying to take care of you. You cooperate. I'm drunk. I told y'all are stupid. What? You have a problem with the fact that I'm telling you the truth? Could I help? You already listening. I told you, y'all so stupid. Okay. They are displeasing to God. Oh God, I can't read this, God. He said I have to. I can't read this. It's the truth, man. They are displeased to God and opponent of all people, for they forbid us to tell the message of salvation to the Gentiles, so they constantly fill up the measure of their sins. But divine indignation has overtaken them. But we, brothers, when we were deprived for you for a little while, insofar as present goes, but not in heart, made the more intense efforts with great longing to see you face to face, because we wanted to become to you, I, Paul, indeed, more than once. But Satan interfered with us. For who except you is our hope, our happiness, our crown of pride in the presence of our Lord Jesus as his coming? For you are our glory and joy. I see. I try not to laugh. That shit is funny. You have to understand something, people. People, this is you. You talk shit. You talk a lot of shit. You talk about how fucked up the Bible is, how masterful you are in awareness. I'm telling you. I mean, seriously. If I start naming names, I'm going to show you just how stupid you are. Heike. You're stupid. Why? Because you're spiritual. How many other people on there? Mark Rawson, you stupid too. Sheila Marshall, you stupid. Seriously, you spend more time talking about or lamenting how somebody done fucked you over. When the thing is, the key was you. Never do you lay a blame game on somebody else for what you had a get out of jail free card with. You didn't work religion. You let religion work you as somebody else taught it. That's how stupid you are. Seriously. I went to many a church. They told me that my gayness and whatnot was not acceptable to God. Didn't stop me from praying to God. And I mean, I was in a restaurant, and the minister saw me sitting there with a woman and thought, oh, well, he done found his way back. No, first off, she's bisexual. And I ain't fucking her. You just made an assumption because you are a man who will put your dick in anywhere. And the last thing I heard about that motherfucker, they cast him out of that church. I told you. People are stupid. You never let anybody, much less anybody who says they speak for you, speak for you when they ain't speaking what you have to say. Now, Heike says, well, Trump is not my president. You do realize that that is the flip side to everybody else and their mama who also said that Obama was not their president. And they tried to block him in everything he tried to do. Oh, he could have got a lot more done if they worked with him. He got enough done, but he didn't get everything done. And now Trump is going through the same shit. See, the thing is, Trump is kind of stupid. Not kind of stupid, he is stupid. Because the thing is, he don't understand. He thinks because he's white, people are supposed to just like, what? Accept him with open arms? No, ain't that kind of day anymore. Nobody cares. Are you going to pay attention to me? See, I am not here to teach you about history. I'm not here to teach you about the U.S. government. I'm not here to teach you about anything that you should already know. Because, see, that's what school is about. See, when my parents were growing up, that was the level. A 6th grade education, if they got that far. We actually go on to college, but at the same time, now you also got parents out there who Felicity Huffman and all that kind of shit. Lori Loughlin. You paying for your kids to go to school because your kids ain't that bright. That's because your ass ain't at home teaching them. Your ass is out there making that money. So what you got to do? You got to pay for them to get an education. And basically what you're doing is paying high-end nanny wages. Did you hear me? You're paying high-end nanny wages. In days of old, you used to just build a wing and let your kids in. I guess you tried to find another workaround. This didn't cost so much. You up for tax fraud and all that kind of shit, but man, the U.S. government, they ain't really thinking about you. Seriously, they ain't. The U.S. government, they don't care. They really don't care. I mean, seriously, they'll get some money out of you, and then they'll sit there, this is Mr. Charles. I can tell you right now, this is what's coming down the line for these so-called white motherfuckers. I'll be surprised if they made an example out of anybody. Seriously. Okay. I have to post this shit. It was Thessalonians 2. 1 Thessalonians chapter 2. That's what I have to post. And you motherfuckers can figure out what the fuck you want to do with that information. As I've been teaching you, because my father said, look, I mean, I was mad at him. I said, I ain't got no money. He said, bitch, I got some money for you. And he sent some money, and he said, okay, because I need you to continue to work. I said, here's some money. Fuck it. Here's some money. You think I actually give a fuck about the money? I said, but I still have to pay my... He said, that's Monday. I said, I have to take him out. See, I can give him a laundry list of the shit that I need to do. But the thing is, he don't care. Because all he wants for me to do is talk. Because he said, you ain't stupid. You have never been stupid. You actually piece together a lot of shit real quick. And no, I am invested in you, and I am not investing in them because they are stupid. I told you, he don't like y'all. But I don't know what y'all did to piss him off. And I mean, I thought I pissed him off. He said, you ain't pissing me off. He said, if anything, you just don't understand. Why can I not make you happy? He said, you cannot give me what I want outside of yourself. And you've already given me that. And you think that I'm disappointed in that. He talked about shit that I wrote and I said over the years and stuff. And I was like, okay, I understand where that's coming from, and I understand that it's actually, I could see where it would be pleasing to you, but at the same time, it's like these motherfuckers ain't getting it. He said, these motherfuckers need time to gestate with it. That's why I told you, y'all termination is not coming anytime soon, but you on track for it. Now, you might not know where you are in that progressive timeline, but some of you are going to flip real quick and sit there and say, oh, I ain't going there. Oh, because that motherfucker knows some shit, and I'm not going there. And you will not go there. But the other people, pay attention. They're going to get paid. See, this is the card of payment. You're going to get paid one way, and they going to get paid another way. And they ain't going to like how they got paid. Because they said, well, I got all my money here. Oh, yeah. He paid you out. Do you really want him to pay you out? Because that means you have nothing to book passage to the next world. Because he paid you out here. Oprah Winfrey. Violet Perry. Serena Williams. Ooh. Oh, do you really want God to pick you out? Oh, yeah, that feels good. Oh, that feels so good. Pay attention, people. I'm not your idiot. I'm not even your friend. I'm just telling you. That's what's coming. If he pays you out now, you have nothing to book passage with later. Doesn't mean that he can't take care of you now. I mean, people win the lottery all the time. But what they doing with the money? Now, you sit there and say, well, you say you're supposed to win the lottery. Yeah, when I win the lottery, I ain't going to give you shit. That's because you don't know what happened on the books. I got more money on the book than you realize. And he ain't paid me a dime. See, when he released it, you see that? You see how the people falling out of the tower, male and female? That's going to be you. I ain't thinking about you. Go to hell. Have a nice day. Capiche?